Hey guys, welcome back to Campaign of France, episode 51. We're starting the day by spraying our oat fields for weeds before we get on to the silage contracts I mentioned in the last episode. I've done field 1 already. I'm going to work around slowly. It shouldn't take us too long. You know, the fields are all close together, they're not massive, so I won't be long doing this, I don't think. As well as the 3 silage contracts, we are going to fertilise our grass fields that we harvested, cut in the last episode, i.e. the morning of April. So I'm going to use the Oxbow, obviously, so that's ready for us to go. So they're the things we're going to focus on in this episode. It is nearly 12 o'clock, so maybe an interesting contract will pop up after 12. But there is, within the plan, a whole bunch of different activities for us to do in this episode. I don't think there's anything to sell. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I turned it off instead of on. Turn on. So that's the primary focus for April. We did the last episode of Zalonka yesterday. I've ended up filming it on the day recording it on the day it was going to be released. So this will be the last episode of the Campaign of France. We've done most things on here. So I'm quite, I keep turning it off and then whizzing off rather than turning it back on. So this will be the last episode of Campaign of France, and then we'll decide what we're doing next. There's one thing on here perhaps we could have done is pigs. There's a separate a barn you can purchase in the corner of the map, and you can go and do pigs there. The other thing I'm wondering is if this map was really set up to do beef cows because of the amount of milk that we've been producing from the sheep and the cows. I'm wondering if perhaps, have I missed anything in this field? No. I'm wondering if we really should have done beef cows in the cow barn and used the milk from the sheep to do all the dairy products. I think that was possibly what was the real purpose of the map being set up this way. I wish I'd known how much milk we were going to get from the sheep, because I perhaps would have done that. I haven't done cows for beef before, and I think that's one thing I do want to do before Farm Sim 25 comes out. Now, talking of Farm Sim 25, today is Tuesday the 25th of June, and I am anticipating, I really could be wrong by the time you watch this episode, that today's the day we get Farm Sim 25 announced. I think I mentioned it the other day on Zalonka. Is it in 2 weeks' time they're in FarmCon in Germany? You know, I think everyone going there is fully expecting to get the lowdown on Farm Sim 25. So we'll see by the end of the day if there is a release or an announcement. I've had nothing come through on my accounts as yet. but we'll soon see. Anyway, I'm going to get on with this. I'll come back to you guys when we're ready to do the contracting. Hey guys, welcome back. We are just finishing off spraying the this last field, field 8. Just need to shoot down the middle. The sprayer's not quite wide enough to get this done in 2 passes. Right, we are done. Right, turn off and fold. Let's take the shortcuts through here back to the yard, where we can put the sprayer away, and then we can jump into the Oxbow. I've decided I'm going to do that next before we do the silage contracts. Right, let's drop off the sprayer. Fantastic. I'm just trying to think. The other day I was out with the family and on the back of a lorry was one of these rollers. Now where was I? I can't remember. But yeah, I actually saw one of those the other day on the back of a lorry. Not going down the road, it was parked up, but I can't remember where we were. But yeah, it's always, I don't know what it is, there's some fascination by seeing in real life what you use in the game. Right. This is 100% full, so I'm expecting to have to refill the Oxbow before I finish. Activate automatic application, turn on, now lower, and off we go. Yeah, expecting to have to refill this at some point before we finish all 3 fields. Alright, let's back up. Let's do here along the front of the trees. And again, let's turn around so that we don't hit the trees on the way back up. Drop them down and off we go. There we go. Right. Now, do we get this last bit done in one pass? Not sure. Yes, we should do, shouldn't we? No, it's not going to be quite enough. Never mind. Right. I'm going to crack on with this. I'm going to do the other 2 fields and then I'll come back to you when we're done and we're ready to do the silage bales. See you in a bit. Hey guys, welcome back. As you can see, I've just filled up the Oxbow. We didn't quite have enough. I'm guessing the soil type on this field has required that we put a lot of fertiliser down. Right, let's just do this last little bit. There we go. Just about done. Fantastic. Right, let's fold that up. Right, we're just going to put him on the side out of the way. I'll take him back to the yard later. So that is our herbicide sprayed for weeds. fertilising done, and now we need to work on the 3 contracts, which are this field 49, this one to our left 34, and then across the road field 38. Let's go to those contracts just so we can. They are 34, so it goes to the mini BG, which is ours. Same there and same there, so they all go to the same place. They're all a decent value, 6.3, 5.3, 7.2, so plenty of money out of doing these 3. After 12 o'clock, no other contracts popped up, so all there is to do is baling. Let's lower the mower and then turn it on. Right. And I'm going to use this mower for the last time, I guess. Until we start another map. Aside from the US map for contracting, I haven't decided what my other map will be. I did just check, and we still haven't had an announcement yet today for Farm Sim 25, so I might be wrong. It could be later, I guess, but I really have been convinced for a while today would be the day, but maybe I'm going to be wrong, maybe. So anyway, I'm going to crack on with cutting the grass on these 3 fields, and then I'll come back to you guys, I think, when we're nearly finished, before we do the baling. So speak to you in a bit. Okay guys, I'm just bringing back the last odd bale. Remember, we got 31 bales in total. I've put the first 10 in. I have left the other two lots of 10 stacked, so we can work through this together. For those of you who are watching this who have not played this a lot in great detail before, we can work out how many unload bales, how many bales it would take us to finish these contracts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and pick up 4 bales, right, and then unload 4 bales and see if that's sufficient, or if I need the extra one. Unload bales. Contract finished. There you go. So you need just under 50% of the bales to finish the contracts. But where we did we really went over the edge of the fields, and we took a lot of extra grass from the outside. We were able to probably do it with 14 instead of, we probably would have got less bales, maybe closer to 29, and then 15 of them probably would have been sufficient to complete the contracts. So bear that in mind. If you pick up extra grass, you probably only need 50% of the bales. Okay, the biogas plant is full. Is it process? Have I got it on processing? Probably not. No. What are you doing? Activate. Okay. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up these other 10 and we'll take them to the main biogas plant so we can sell them. Stop unloading. Operating position. So we can sell them and get money for them. quickly. Right, let's turn around. This isn't quite what I intended to do. I thought I already had the silage processing on, and I thought I would be able to sell more bales before it filled up. I just didn't think. So I did all the maths for you guys and then didn't think about the limitations of the biogas plant. So there's one thing for those of you who haven't done this extensively before. 50% is normally enough. Right, here we go. We are nearly finished for the episode now. Let's just pull up over here. We'll sell these here. Unload bales. Unload. Fantastic. That's another 30, 37, easy £40,000 there. So we're over 3.5 million comfortably. And we're about to finish the video, the series. Yeah, so I think that's probably what I want to say to you guys. We've finished the series now. I want to say thank you for taking the time to and allowing me to share my gameplay with you guys. I've certainly enjoyed it. But I think that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now. Hi guys, we're just finishing off field 38. You can see I've gone all the way around the field once. I just need to do the middle bits, and then we can start our baling. Right, turn around. Okay, let's just go and do this last bit down the middle on this side. Here we go. Fantastic. Right, so that'll be our first 3 fields cut. I just need to go around, turn off, lift and fold. I need to just go around, bale them, and then I need to start getting them up to our biogas plant to complete the contract. I have reset the bale counter. So here we go, lower, turn on, lower, right. So we know how many we've done between the 3 fields, and then we know to take just under 50% to complete the contract. And I think because I've done quite a lot of cutting outside of the edge of the field, it might be, a reasonable amount outside the what am I saying? A reasonable amount below the 50%. And normally when I do 50%, there's plenty spare. So we'll have to see exactly how many bales we have. And we'll probably be able to round it down rather than round it up like normal. Right, how many have got so far? 7. I'm sure we get 18 or 19 off of this field normally. Turn around. Right, let's shoot down here. We've got 9 so far. Well, maybe we have more. Okay. Right, let's do this one. Actually, let's just go in one direction, yeah. This is just as quick. If I then turn around at the other end, wow, we're definitely going to have more than 19 on here. We're on 14 already. Okie dokie. Right. What have we got? We've got two here. Right, so we've got 2 long rows, 16. Yeah, we're going to have over 20 bales, aren't we? That's fantastic. Right, and then that leaves us with the other 2 fields, which we're not going to get so much on. They're really small. Yeah, here's 18. Or maybe we only get 20 bales. What have we got? 19. Yeah, the original guess was right, 19. So yeah, we got 1 extra presumably because we had a decent amount in the baler when we started. Right, we don't get many off of this field, and then 38 we definitely won't get a lot off of there. Whoa. Okay. You can see I was a bit lazy going around the headlands, just turning, making the most of the manoeuvrability of the mower rather than lifting and stopping and starting and doing it all properly. Right. I had not intended for you guys to see me bale all of the grass, I have to say. It's just the way it's played out. It's not worth me stopping. Right, well, we're on 26. So we're going to have plenty of bales for us to sell and make money on. Okay. Nearly done. Right, 30. Are we going to get 31 out of this? Come on. 31 point, and then there's 0.58. Right, that'll do. 31. Right, so 50% would be, so I think 14 bales, or 15 is just under, but I suspect 14 will do the contract. Lift, pick up, turn off baler, fold the baler. Right, so I'm going to start taking the bales, and then I'll come back to you guys when we're on the second load, because you don't want to sit and watch me drive around and then drive all the way over to the biogas plant. So I'm going to start collecting these up, and then I'll come back to you guys when the contract is nearly completed. Speak to you in a bit.